Hey Fragrance family, I'm Daver.
And I'm Chad.
And we're the Fragrance Bros.
Fragrance Brothers.
Coming at you again with another review, this time again with guest Chad. Thank you again for coming on, Chad.
Hey man, thank you very, very much for having me, Dave.
Glad to. And we are reviewing Polo Red by Ralph Lauren. So date introduced is 2013. It's classified as a woody spicy. Notes are cranberry, amber, coffee, grapefruit, lemon, saffron, and sage. Alright, so what'd you get out of longevity out of this, Chad?
Longevity got about 4 to 5 hours. It really wasn't a long-lasting fragrance, and I was kind of disappointed with that because I think it's a very different fragrance that Ralph Lauren or any other designer company out there has really done. So I would love to have gotten 7-8 hours out of this fragrance, but 4 to 5 hours is what I got.
Yeah, I would say mine was probably in the average range, but it was on the low side. So it was probably around the 6-hour mark, which I don't hate.
But you don't love either. So.
Right. What about projection?
Well, I find that the projection, it was after 90 minutes on me, it pretty much became a skin scent, really. So yeah. So
projection on me, as far as distance, was about in the average range.
Okay.
So can't really complain about that either. Season, I would say this is Vivaldi. All 4 seasons. I really can't really pin something down here. I think it would really go really well in every season and really day or night.
I think that this would be a great night fragrance, but I do think that you could really pretty much use it for day or night. I would probably have to say fall and winter and maybe spring. I would not want to bust this one out on a hot summer day. Really, definitely not. Hey, it may last a little bit longer though, you never know.
That's right, that's right. And purpose, I would say this is probably just casual. I can't really see any other use out of this.
I definitely think that you could wear this with a suit and tie. But yeah, casual, absolutely. I think you can use it on date, school. I think you can use it for work as well.
So what does this remind you of?
Some of the notes that I got were cranberry and woodsy nose and coffee. For me, when I picture the fragrance, I picture hiking on a cool, crisp day with a coffee in hand out in the bush.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, like I stated, I really enjoyed this fragrance.
See, the mental image that I get is going to the pharmacy and spraying Axe in your face.
Going to a pharmacy and spraying Axe in your face. Wow. Okay, well I guess Dave doesn't like this fragrance.
I mean, you can hike there, I guess.
Well, it depends on where you're coming from.
So I'm not a huge fan of this fragrance, obviously. I think it's kind of a really strange mix of things. Even the notes, I don't mind strange note lists. This is out there, man. I mean, cranberry, it doesn't smell like cranberry. You have coffee, it doesn't smell like coffee. You have amber that doesn't smell like amber.
Really?
And you have all these things in here that kind of has this really weird, astringent, harsh type of smell to me. And this really smells like just a cheap smelling Axe spray. I mean, this is just barely a step up from Axe.
Okay, that is low.
Hey, I gotta keep it real, man.
Hey man, you gotta be an honest reviewer, so.
Hey, at least some people in this review like Aventus.
Hey, whoa, hey.
I don't like this fragrance. I do think it smells really cheap. Okay. And especially for the price, which we'll get to later, I think it's overpriced for what you're getting. So it's not. I don't really like it. And it smells cheap to me as well, which is the thing. And it's just really bizarre. It just really has a really strange mix. There's really not that much I can say about it. It is on the sweeter side.
Yeah, that it is, yeah. But I do agree with you on the pricing, but I find that comes with any Polo fragrance or any Ralph Lauren fragrance. Yeah. I think that they're just overpriced regardless.
Now I have a review of one of Polo's newer fragrances, which is Supreme Oud, and in that one, I said that I think that kind of is a turn in a good direction for Polo because a lot of times Polo fragrances are kind of considered generic and cheap and not like the height of the perfume world,
Well, I thought that this was a step in the right direction for
Do
Polo.
you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody will admit that Polo or just Ralph Lauren in general is very generic. And I thought that this was a great step in the right direction. but you know, that longevity was definitely not there. So that's why I think it's overpriced as well.
Despite everything that I've just said, I think it's not a terrible fragrance. Like, I think that there is something still kind of mildly pleasant about it.
Yeah, it is a little synthetic, the fragrance itself, but I thought the cranberries was actually quite nice. I find that really gave, like for me, that gave the kick, the little zing to the fragrance itself, and that's what I really enjoyed was the cranberries. The coffee I really didn't get a lot out of, but it was just mostly like the woody notes and the cranberry that I really picked up. So
yeah, to me, I don't think it's that great. And like I said, the price point is just a pass. So what about compliments? What did you get out of compliments with this?
Actually, this one was it got some pretty good feedback. Like the people that didn't like it, they thought it was a little bold and a little loud. But a lot of people thought it was a really nice fragrance, that it was different and spicy. The girlfriend definitely liked this one. She definitely liked it better than some of the other designers. Which one was it? Intenso. No, she definitely liked this one a little bit better, actually. So
what's funny is my wife actually does like this.
Wow.
And I let her smell it, and she went, mmm. To me, I don't think this is a really good compliment getter. For one, I think this is just really generic. And I think this is just really run-of-the-mill. And I think there's a million fragrances out there that smell like this or better.
Like my buddy Alvin, who swears by this, he gets quite a bit of attention with this. Like mind you, like he's a good-looking dude, you know, which always helps. But he does get quite a bit of positive feedback from the ladies with this one.
So bang for buck, this is $55 for a 4.2 ounce, 125 ml on FragranceNet. Like I said, for $55. This is like way overpriced. To me, this really should belong in the bargain bin. And even at a bargain bin price, I think you're really pushing it for value.
I personally really enjoy the fragrance, but I don't think it's worth the money. Like the asking price that retail goes for.
Now, final rating, what do you give this?
I would have to give this a 4.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lower.
I kind of figured that, Dave.
I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. Okay.
I don't hate the fragrance. Like, there's a couple of things in here that I think are okay. It's mildly pleasant. You know, it's not offensive. So there's that going for it. I just think overall it's not a very good fragrance. I think it's barely a step up from Axe, which is still a step up. So there's that still. But there's so many things in here that don't hit the notes right. The cranberry doesn't hit right. You know, the coffee doesn't hit right. The amber doesn't hit right. And other things in here, they kind of throw them together, and it's kind of a jumbled mess of blah. And so, unfortunately, 2 out of 5.
Wow. Hey, well, you know what? It's not gonna work for everybody, man. But it definitely worked for me. Just unfortunately, the longevity, just like for everybody else, was kind of stellarly poor.
Yeah. So that's all we have. Let us know what you think of Polo Red down in the comments down below. Do you like it, love it, hate it? Let us know. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. We'll love you for it. And check out Chad. I'll have a link down below to his channel. You can go and subscribe to him and watch his videos. Thank you again so much, Chad. Really enjoyed having you on these last couple of videos.
Dave, thank you so much for having me. I really hope that we could do more videos together. And
absolutely.
I wanted to work with you for the longest time, and just thank you so much.
Man, I appreciate it. Thank you. So you're welcome anytime.
I appreciate that. Thanks. Merci beaucoup, mon ami.
Anyway, we'll see you later. I'm Daver.
And I'm Chad.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.